Hi, I'm Chris Stead, one of the editors at finder.com.au, and I, no doubt like you, have spent a lot of 2020 video conferencing. Thanks for that, COVID. And like you, I've also come to a point where I've realised I need to upgrade my webcam, or you may indeed just need to buy a webcam that's up to the standard you need for the new normal. Now, on the finder.com.au website, we do have an extensive guide to the best webcams in Australia. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview to help you get on the way nice and quick. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the type of things you might want to consider when you're looking to buy a webcam. Like obviously you want to know what resolution and frame rate that it shoots at. You need to know whether it's easy to install. Is the mic any good? Does it have any useful background software removal tools or other fun software tools like that? And how wide is the viewing angle? Those are the kind of features that you want to have a look at when you're choosing a webcam. Okay, so our best overall webcam here in Australia at the moment is the Logitech C920. Now Logitech is a big brand in the webcam space. They've got a lot of options. The C920 stands out for really offering you a lot of great features for the price. It's got great autofocus, a really high quality build as well. Now where it kind of falls down a bit is the angle isn't that wide at 78 degrees. It doesn't have a 60 frames per second offering, and there's no background removal software that comes built in with the camera itself. However, when you look at the overall features that it offers, it's still great bang for buck. Now, if your budget does extend a little bit further and you're looking to do a lot of presentations, you might want to step it up to the Logitech C922 Pro. Now, this one does come with background removal software. It has a 60 frames per second mode. You've got low light correction, which makes it really versatile if you need to, for some reason, do a presentation in your kitchen or somewhere where the light isn't great. That's really handy. And it's got a really good mic too. It doesn't have a privacy shutter, so you can't just shut the camera off if you don't want to, if you're worried about Big Brother spying in. And there's some software bloat in there because it is also built to help with gamers, so there's a lot of gamer software bloat in it. But other than that, it's also a really good camera and not that much more expensive than the C920. If you're looking to go the other way and find a nice best budget webcam, then you should look at the Microsoft LifeCam HD 3000. Now this is super cheap. We're talking less than half the price of the best overall Logitech C920 camera that we talked about before. You still get real solid performance for that though. It still has a really good mic. It's very discreet and easy to install, and you get some fun effects in the software that you can play around with. Now the big cap on this camera is its resolution. You're looking at 720p maximum. That may not be enough for a lot of people. And if you happen to be using a Mac, it's one to potentially avoid. It can get on max a bit. Now for all the gamers out there who dream of being perhaps a pro streamer, the best gaming webcam in Australia at the moment is the Razer Kiyo. Now the Razer Kiyo has a very obvious and key feature, which is a ring of light around the camera, which casts a nice glow on the user and really helps you stand out. It's helped by auto white balance and low light correction as well, which really adds some extra pop to your stream. It's very customizable via desktop app, quite mobile as well, and it can do a 60 frames per second stream. Where it lets itself down a bit is there's no manual setting for the light, so you do need to use the app if you want to change how bright it is when you're using it, and it's quite bulky as a result of that glowing ring. And finally, we have the Logitech Brio. Now, this is our best 4K webcam in Australia, and the obvious perk here is that it is 4K, but it also does 1080p at 60 frames a second and 720p at 90 frames a second. So you do have a lot of versatility there to do some really good quality content. As a result, this is really handy for people who need a dual purpose webcam where you want to record stuff to have locally, as well as stream stuff and broadcast and do video conferencing. It's got a nice wide angle lens as well, which it helps, but it is expensive. And on top of that, it takes a decent PC to run it all. You can't just have a low PC, you need a decent graphics card and a high CPU on your PC. And on top of that, you're gonna have to work with some large and bulky files. 2020 has definitely been the year of the webcam. So head over to finder.com.au website, have a look through our best webcams in Australia guide and find something that's perfect for you.